Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Miranda, and today I'm going to be doing Capricorn. What's coming next in your life? Keep in mind these messages are general. They may resonate, they may not. Please do not force the story to fit. Take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for the next Cappy. Flip and switch the roles if need be. If I say it's them and you think it's you or vice versa, then that's exactly what it is. Also check your moon, your rising, and your Venus placements for more messages. If this resonates, you may complete the story. If it doesn't resonate, then you may resonate elsewhere. Cappies, what's coming up next for you? What's coming up next for you in your life? What is coming up next in the life of the Cappies? Let's see. Coming up next in the life of Cappies. Let's see. Oh boy. Surrender. Feeling safe. Self-sabotage. Oh shit. What's coming up next for Capricorns? Fearless love. Betrayal. Shit. Okay. Is the self-sabotage coming from the Cappies? Is Cappies doing the self-sabotage? Yes. Okay. Cappies. Your love life is about to take a hit. And it's going to be because you get too comfortable. Or you get too cocky. Or you get too comfortable and too cocky somewhere, where you just have this idea that I don't know Cappy, what's going on with you. You get too comfortable, you get too cocky. Maybe you start showing off how many people want you, and it makes the people that you do want turn away from you. Or like you're tending too much to self and you're not tending enough to your relationship. This is going to end in a betrayal. This is going to end in a backstab. This is going to end in somebody cheating, somebody, a breakup, fighting. Everybody's going through shit. Everybody's going through shit. I've been wanting to give better messages. But what's coming up next is that you need to be very humble and be very careful about how you're coming off to the person that you actually want to be with. Whether you're in a relationship with this person or not. Because it's coming off as if you don't need them. And because you don't need them, they're going to go to somebody who does need them. It's giving comfortable. It's giving comfortable, a little bit of arrogance here. Okay. Always remember to be appreciative of your person. Because they don't have to be with you. They want to be with you. Okay? Same with you. You don't have to be with... And remember I said flip and switch the roles. You always flip and switch the roles. Let's see. What's coming up for Capricorns? What's coming up next for Capricorns? What's coming up next for Capricorns? We have isolation. We've got boundaries. We've got chaos. We've got legal. We've got vacay. We've got laughter in the reverse. Excuse me. You may, for some of you, I'm getting two stories from this, so take it where it resonates. For the first half of you, you are just detaching from relationships at this point, even if you're in a committed relationship. I see you sort of planning an escape. For those of you who are married or you share assets with your partner, I see you planning a way out. It's almost like you're not invested in this. You're just kind of skating there. You're just there. I feel like you're going through a certain time where you just feel like you want to be left alone. You don't really want to engage in a relationship, and I don't feel like you are. Even if you care about this person, even if you love them, I feel like at this time you just want space. This person may have said some disrespectful things to you. You may feel like you're not being treated the way that you want to be treated, but most certainly these boundaries, this wall, this blockage that you have up with the people in your life that you love. This doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. This could also be any type of relationship. Is going to cause chaos with these boundaries that you're creating. Some of you, again, you are going through some type of legal situation where assets are being split, or even children, if that's the case. Some of you need to be very careful about somebody using money of yours to go on vacation. or somebody using money of yours to not do the things that they said that they were going to do. You may be putting up very firm boundaries about what you're willing to give here and what you're not willing to give here in this relationship. It's coming off very cold. It's coming off very detached. It's coming off very unhappy. That somebody is making you extremely unhappy, and you're making that very clear. It doesn't have to be the opposite of happy. It doesn't have to be angry, but it's a very clear message that they are not happy, or you are not happy. I'm sorry. What's coming up next for Capricorn? I feel like somebody's touching me. We got unfinished business in the reverse. We've got reminisce in the reverse. We've got guilty. We've got daydreaming. We've got third party. Somebody cheated here or is going to cheat here. There's going to be cheating involved. And this cheating is started because somebody here didn't appreciate the other person. So that other person went to somebody who made them feel big, made them feel loved, made them feel handsome, beautiful, sexy, made them feel like they were worth something. Somebody was searching for validation in someone else here, and this is causing the other person to be like, we are done here. I don't want anything to do with you. You did what you did, and now you're gonna have to lay in the bed that you've made. Okay, we've got irreplaceable here. It's like, I can get another, and I feel like that was the energy prior to that whoever this is can get another anyway, which pushed this person away to begin with. I have never felt a passion this intense. It came out in reverse. I feel like, okay, so don't cuss me out, Saggies. Don't cuss me out, Cappies. I feel like you settled for this person. Whoever this is that you're in a relationship with, you settled for them. This person wasn't your type, or this person didn't tickle your pickle. It's just they treated you right at the time. They treated you right at the time. They came at a time in your life when you were, when you were a better version of yourself than you were before, but you weren't fully who you are supposed to be. You're still growing. You're still learning. You're still going through the phases right now. And I feel like this person came at a time where somebody else hurt you really bad, and they were just like the Band-Aid. You never really had a true passion for this person. Like deep down inside, something just wasn't burning for them. There was a lack of intensity. There was a lack of something here that this person never really tickled your pickle for real, not on a deep level. It's kind of like, you give the nice guy a chance because he's a nice guy, and you've been dealing with, even if it's not a guy, and you've been dealing with so many toxic energies that, you know what I mean? You've been dealing with so much toxicity. You're finally like, let me give the nice guy a chance, or let me give the good guy a chance. Let me be with someone who's not my type. And I feel like they've never fully grown to be your type. They've never fully sparked that fire within you. There's something that's been untouched. There's something that's been unmassaged. There's something that's been neglected that this person just can't reach because they're not your type. You settled for this person. Let's see. We got karma. We got consequences. We got causes and effect. We got elusive. We got dishonesty. We got boundaries in the reverse. Yeah, somebody here doesn't want to reap the consequences from their actions, and they're not being honest about it. Okay? They don't want the boundary. They want the old spark that you had. This person had more feelings for you than you had for them at some point. Okay? Obsession in the reverse. They feel like you are attracted to someone else. They are projecting here. They're projecting here. They stepped out because they felt unvalued by you, or they felt like you wanted to be single, didn't want to be in a relationship anymore, that you didn't appreciate them, so they went to somebody else for validation. And now they're coming back. They're trying to avoid the consequences of it. And they feel like now you're attracted to someone else, but this is their guilty conscience eating at them. Okay? They feel like they're stuck. That they either you caught them, or they could easily be caught. Yeah. So you know what? Whoever this is very specific. This message is very specific. Whoever they cheated with, they confided in about you. They confided in about you. Or you can always flip and switch the roles if this is you that stepped out. But this was the person that they confided in. Okay? They confided in this particular person, and the person they cheated with that person, or the person they confided in hooked them up with the person that they cheated with. So take that where it resonates. We got frozen in the reverse. This is somebody who regrets their decisions. regrets their decision to do what they did. We got resistant, secret admirer, timid. Yeah. Yep. That other person knows that they cheated with, knows that the heart belongs with you. Beauty, charming, grace, kind-hearted. They're both feeling guilty. Whoever this person cheated with, they feel guilty about them cheating as well, because they know that you're a good person and that you're you're very graceful. You have a kind heart. They feel bad. They both feel bad about the instance of what happened or what's going to happen. So we got obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing. They're going to take this shit to the grave, though. Just understand that if you caught them, they're still not going to admit to it. They're going to deflect on you and say, you want someone else. Let's see. Oh, boy. All right. What's going on with Cappies? If this is not your message, don't take it. If it's not your message, don't take it. This is general. Every Capricorn situation is not going to be the same, okay? Only take it if it resonates. If you feel it deep down in your bones that this is yours, then it's yours. But if you're trying to fit pieces and you're trying to figure out where this fits, it might not be yours, okay? Take what resonates and leave what does not. Let's see. What's going on with Cappies? I feel you over trying to, there's an overcompensate type of energy here. Yeah, trying to, knowing the cause of effect of the situation, knowing that something happened because something else happened. I feel like you're carrying the burden of responsibility, whether you're the one who cheated or the one who got cheated on. In either situation, if you're the one that got cheated on, you're understanding that the reason why they cheated was because they felt unvalued. So now you feel a sense of responsibility of your own heartbreak. Well, if I didn't treat this person like this, they wouldn't have stepped out. And so let me be the one to, appreciate the people around me. And that's just not necessarily true. They could have left. But they chose to cheat and they chose to lie. If you were the one who did the cheating, you feel extremely guilty about this. Guilty to the point where you feel like you'll never do that ever again, because you fully regret it. And you know this person was good to you. We got the Hermit in the reverse. With the Strength. And the Temperance card. That's 3 major arcana back to back. That's Virgo, Leo, and Sagittarius. And Pisces. And the Empress. Jesus. Oh yeah, this is a big instrumental part of your life. And the Hierophant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 majors back to back. We're talking about you kind of getting your strength back together. You trying to balance your life. You being patient. You knowing your worth here. Okay. You also, why is the Hierophant here? The Queen of Wands in reverse. You acting like a wife versus you acting like a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You acting like a husband. You committing to this relationship. You showing this more care and love. No matter what point of this that you're in. What's the Ace of Wands in the reverse? The Star in the reverse. We got another major arcana. I feel like you feel defeated by this. You gave to this relationship. You were everything that you could be and more. You bent over backwards for this. You bent over backwards here. You've done everything that you could. If you were the one that felt unappreciated and you stepped out, you felt like, you shouldn't have stepped out. You should have left. However, this person didn't value who you were. You always showed up as the Empress energy. You were always faithful to this person. You were always this person, and they weren't that to you. If it's the other way around and this person cheated, you felt betrayed by that, because I always showed up here for you. I bent over backwards. I did everything you wanted me to do. I washed the dirty ass drawers every week. You know what I'm saying? Not that's the bare minimum, but you know what I'm trying to say. You've done a lot here, more so than you've normally done in any other relationships. And you've given this a chance, even when this person wasn't your type. You still put your all in here. So now you're kind of feeling like, I invested in the wrong place. I made the wrong decision, even though I don't feel like that's the case. I don't feel like you made the wrong decision. I feel like this is just the next step in your life. I don't feel like you made the wrong decision. We got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse to the 8 of Wands. We have the Page of Cups, and then we have the 2 of Wands. You're going to get a message. This is about a baby mother, baby father, somebody older, somebody wise, a leader of sorts. Could be any of those things. It doesn't have to be all of it together. It could be one. You're going to get a message about their infidelity. Yeah, you're going to get a message about their infidelity. There's a masculine figure here that was involved in a situation that had there. Yeah. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And whoever the person that was cheated with has attachments to the person that was doing the cheating. Okay, and there may be drama surrounding this. So I would advise, what should they do, Spirit? What should they do? Queen of Pentacles with the Judgment. It's cut your losses. Cut your losses as far as don't dwell on the negative. If this could be worked out, try to work it out. Why work it out? The Lovers in. Okay. So this is given a situation where you guys have assets together, or there's something that you share. You're being asked to try to work that out as cordial as possible. Whatever happened between you and this person as far as love goes, that's done. That's over with. It died. It did. Whatever decision happened between the two of you that caused the ending of this, it has ended. However, you're being asked to put your big guy drawers on, put your big girl panties on, and to be cordial. Okay, and to not act out emotionally, to handle this like, some type of partnership. You still need to work together with this person to some degree. All right, you could be dealing with a Gemini, an Aries, let's see, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, and Leo. All right. Let's see. If you're dealing with an Aries, the Aries wants to work on this. Aries thinks that it's best to just work this out, okay? That they're gonna be better. They want you to be better. You guys are better together. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus doesn't like pressure. The Taurus doesn't like the finger being pointed at them. Taurus will lie. They will point the finger as much as they can. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Gemini feels like this could be worked on. Gemini feels like a brand new start can happen. You guys just need to get your money up. They feel like money has something to do with the fact that, it could be fixed. If you're dealing with a Cancer. Cancer wants a brand new start. Cancer sees this with you. Cancer sees the future. Cancer, there's no other option here but to just start over. Cancer's fully invested. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Empress with the Six of Cups in the reverse. The Leo feels like they can do it without you. Or you can do it without them. The Leo feels like you don't need them. The Leo feels like you don't need them. If you're dealing with the Virgo, the World in a reverse and the Swords in a reverse. Things are shattering around this relationship with the Virgo, and they're not speaking on it. They're keeping everything hidden. They're not saying anything about the world just falling apart around you, between the two of you. If you're dealing with a Libra, well, if you're dealing with a Libra, you know exactly what's going on because they're telling you. They've made up their mind and they're not holding it in. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel, exactly what they want. The Libra wants more communication, clear, concise communication. If you're dealing with Scorpio, Scorpio is flirting with other people. They're not even waiting for you to make them happy. They already decided you don't make them happy. They're flirting with other people. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Sag is on some ghosting energy. Like, I don't want to fight, and I don't want to fight for this. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight with you, and I don't want to fight for this. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn's being very manipulative. They're acting like they're putting their guard down, but they still have guard up. They're acting like they're letting you in, but there's still things that they're keeping to themselves. Still things they're hiding. if you're dealing with an Aquarius. Aquarius feels like there's hope. Aquarius feels like this could be fixed. There's hope here. Aquarius is like, they're not leaving you. They're not leaving you. You're going to succeed or you're going to succeed. There's no other option. They're being very like, very dead set in stone of, nope, we're going to work this out. This is going to work out regardless. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces is going to be yapping their fucking gums. They just want you to, they're just going to be talking a whole bunch of shit about this, but they're not going to leave you. They're not going to leave you. They're going to find some, they think that logic here, which is crazy because it's Pisces. They think that logic can fix the situation. You know what? Emotional moves was made. Let's be more logical here. They may even try to even the score. So if you're the one that cheated, they may cheat back first, but I don't see them leaving. They want to even the score, but they don't want to leave. Okay? All right. Let's get your crystal messages. Let's get your crystal message. If you're into crystals, you may want to get this crystal. You may need this crystal. Let's see. What's your crystal message? What is the crystal message for Cappies? I'm going to take the top one. It says, Malachite, embrace transformation. Let go of what holds you back. I think Sag got that too, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody got that. No, Sag got Moonstone. Somebody got Malachite. But anyway, if you made it this far into the reading, please hit that like button. Drop a heart in the comments down below. Let me know you was here, whether this resonated or not. And I will see you guys next time.